everyone, it's Jack here from Peach Guitars, and you join me in a different location in the shop today. I'm actually in the heart of our boutique guitars section, and I wanted to take this opportunity to talk you through some of the differences and exciting upgrades that Paul Reed Smith guitars have made to signify the 35th anniversary of their Custom 24 model. So some of what makes these changes for the 35th anniversary guitars so special is that they've actually incorporated them across their whole line. So not just the core line USA guitars, but now you've seen upgrades to the S2s and the SE models as well. So all the guitars here on my left, you can see that kind of spans the full range of Paul Reed Smith's output of different guitar models. So the cool thing is, if you want to experience some of these features for yourself, you don't have to reach up all the way to a USA budget to experience them. You can get some of these tweaks as well on the SE and the S2 models. Okay, so I'm holding one of these very guitars. This is a 2020 Custom 24 model. This guitar also features one of Paul Reed Smith's fantastic 10-top finishes. So this has kind of got all the options ticked, and it's one of the very it's a great example of how stunning these PRS guitars can be if you know what you're looking for. So some of the differences now for the 35th anniversary models, I just want to talk you through. Mostly these differences actually come from the existing Paul's guitar model. So anyone who's aware of that guitar is basically Paul Reed Smith's Playground model, and over the years he's implemented very subtle changes and upgrades into that guitar, and he's now decided to instill them in their most popular model, the Custom 24. So the most immediately noticeable thing about the upgrades to this guitar is that the wiring setup has changed. So before you had a 5-way blade switch on a Custom 24, now they've moved to a different setup, which I think is actually a little bit more flexible and a little bit easier to use. You've now got a simple 3-position toggle switch just to take you between the bridge, both pickups, and the neck pickup by itself. And then you've got 2 mini toggles here as well, which will allow you to independently split the coils on each humbucker. So that basically gives you 8 different sounds as opposed to the 5 that you would have had on the previous generation of the Custom 24 model. You've also got a major upgrade to the electronics themselves. So PRS have now implemented their TCI technology into their 8515 pickups in this guitar. Basically, the kind of science behind that is that Paul Reed Smith really wanted to narrow down on the capacitance and the inductance qualities. On the capacitance and the inductance qualities that go into every humbucker that they make, and they can now fine-tune these to even greater detail to make sure that this guitar is matched up to the pickup set even more closely. So basically the pickups are a little bit lower output than they used to be. I think they're a little bit more dynamic and breathy, and in conjunction with having the independent split coil options for each pickup, you can really get a wider array of tones, I feel, out of these Custom 24 guitars now. So other than that, the spec is largely unchanged. I've got to my right an original 1985 Custom 24, and I always think it's worth having a look, if it's possible to do so, looking back at where these models came from. And it's clear to see that they haven't changed what worked about the guitar, they've just made very subtle incremental upgrades over time. And 35 years worth of learning and advancement in technologies have really proven that you can only kind of further these guitar designs very subtly. But the result is in the fact that these guitars sound better than ever before, they perform better than ever before, and all the kind of facilities that you're looking for as a player to get out of a guitar is now appropriated in this new 35th anniversary of the guitar. Okay, so there are a couple of aesthetic differences to note as well, mainly up this end of the guitar. So there's a new headstock logo for the 35th anniversary that actually refers to the small eagle on the headstock, which I'm told is a pre-factory kind of design that they had. So it's really great that they're acknowledging the finer details of the kind of essence of this model back from when it started. And you've also got the old school bird design up the fretboard, so slightly smaller fret markers. I think it just looks a little bit more classic in its design. I love that new headstock decal design. I think it's a really classy upgrade to this guitar, and it just looks a little more sleek and a little bit more in keeping with the real kind of timeless and classic design of the original 80s guitar. So I'm going to play a few clips on a few of these guitars today, all through a PRS rig as well. I've got a PRS Sonzera 50 amplifier here. So basically it's just going to show what these guitars can do. I'm going to go for mostly gain tones, but show you some clean tones as well. These guitars are so fantastically versatile that basically any kind of sound or style you want to throw at them, they will be able to take it no problem at all. So as I said in the introduction, it's really nice to see that PRS have noted the same details that they wanted to incorporate into their 35th anniversary guitars all the way down to the SE line. And now this SE Custom 24 is basically a real high grade instrument. Not that it wasn't before, but some of the upgrades that they've now made just show that they're in keeping this line with their American line as well. So you have the same Paul's Guitar-esque setup here with the 3-way toggle switch and the 2 mini toggles for splitting each pickup independently. So you've got the same wiring technology. You've also got the same TCI technology in these pickups as well. So the upgrades that were made on the USA guitars are in the same electronic form now in the SE line too. Okay, so I'd also just like to quickly point out that PRS have implemented changes to their S2 lineup as well. So this guitar is a Custom 24 from the S2 range. And the S2 range basically is still made in the same Maryland factory as the higher end core models. It's still an American built guitar with a lot of the same premium grade woods and finish options and stuff like that, but it's just a little more stripped back. So if you're a player that's not looking for all the fancy ornamentation of a core line guitar, you want something a little bit more simple and affordable, the S2 is a great way to do that. And they've made the same 35th anniversary changes on this guitar with the TCI infused pickups and the new Paul's Guitar style wiring as well. So there we are, guys. I hope you enjoy this introduction to the new 35th anniversary Custom 24 lineup of guitars. They've also made some significant changes to their McCartys this year as well, which we have touched on before, but it's great that they're now focusing these details on the most popular lineup of guitars that they've ever had, the Custom 24, and it's great to see that it's still going strong 35 years later. So I hope you enjoy the clips you're going to hear in this video. As I said, I'm playing all these tones through a PRS Sonzera amplifier, and I'm going to try and show you the nice range of sounds that you can get out of these guitars. But if you want to hear them in even more detail, please check out the listing videos for the individual guitars that we shoot over at peachguitars.com, and you can hear every guitar pushed to its full extent of tones that it's capable of. So thank you as always for watching. Please do us a favour, and if you've enjoyed this video, leave us a like and comment down below with your thoughts, and please make sure that you're subscribed to the Peach Guitars YouTube channel as well, so you don't miss out on any content in the future from us. So make sure that you stay tuned, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.